Hi parents and students, and welcome back to another episode of Tatman Talks. So here's what's coming up this week. We are going to be finishing up Unit 15 over civil rights and beginning Unit 16 at the end of this week. We're going to be looking at civil rights people, groups, and events this week, as well as Lester Maddox. We're also going to be looking at Jimmy Carter and the 1996 Olympics and the impact that Maynard Jackson and Andrew Young had on that event as well. So on Monday, we're going to look at the Civil Rights Movement. We'll do a pre-assessment, and then we'll look at Brown versus Board of Education. On Tuesday, we'll look at important people, groups, and events of the Civil Rights Movement, such as Martin Luther King Jr. We'll look at the Albany Movement. We'll look at SNCC and the SCLC as well. They'll be doing some research to fill out a graphic organizer, and then they will complete an escape room. On Wednesday, we'll be talking about Lester Maddox. There will also be a Unit 15 CFA on that day, and this will be for a grade. On Thursday, we're going to be looking at Jimmy Carter. They're going to be doing a web quest over him, and this is also going to be for a grade. Friday, we'll finish out the week with the 1996 Olympic mind map, where they're going to have to make connections between the Olympic Games and Maynard Jackson and Andrew Young, along with population and economic impact. So grades this week are the Unit 15 CFA and the Jimmy Carter web quest. Important dates coming up. April 13th, that's the Unit 15 CFA. Then April 20th, we have the Unit 16 CFA. April 25th, we're going to be taking a GMAS practice test in class. And this is to get us information on what specifically we need to review with the students before milestones testing, which is going to take place for social studies on May the 5th. As usual, if you feel so inclined to donate to the classroom, could greatly use copy paper, pencils, and tissue. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. I accept all and any donations of copy paper, pencils, and tissue, no matter where they come from. So if you're out and about and you feel so inclined, I know I would greatly appreciate it, and the students would too. Milestones prep. So this is something that I just want to remind you guys about. I know I talked in the last Tatman Talk about it, but there is an app put out by the Georgia Council on Economic Education that helps 8th graders get prepared for social studies milestones. So it is not just economic stuff, it is actually for the 8th grade milestones overall. So it is an app. You can get it on the App Store and, review. It's a great way to review just while you're out and about. With kids, when they have their phones, they can do it on their phones in the car. And just a little bit of studying each day really does go a long way. After school tutorial. I am going to be available this week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, to help with either getting missing assignments taken care of, a quiet place to work on schoolwork. If they need help on a topic, I am there to help them. If your student does stay after school, please plan on picking them up by 5:30. Absences. When your student is absent voluntarily or involuntarily, they are still responsible for all missing work, and that is during their timeout. Now, of course, your student is given ample time to complete any missing assignments, and note that its learning is updated daily. So if your student is able to get on its learning while they are absent, I highly and strongly suggest that they do that. That way they can at least look at the information, and if the assignment is actually in its learning, they can complete it and not have to worry about it when they come back. Other things, grades are being updated weekly. As of right this moment, grades are updated to what I have or what has been turned into me. So they are the most accurate. I try to update them on Friday, but it doesn't always happen. If it says it's missing, I haven't gotten it or received it, or they might have turned it in but they didn't put their name on it. So if that's the case, have them come and talk to me, and encourage your child to get any missing work turned in, because those missing work assignments really do add up and impact their grades. And honestly, like I tell the kids, missing assignments will hurt your grade more than a poor test score. So those assignments are very, very important. I accept all late work with no penalty. And if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me through Remind or email. Thanks so much for y'all's continued support this year. We are in the home stretch, so just got to keep chugging along. Y'all are awesome. Have a great week.